Hi guys, we're going to talk about several reasons your neighbors might report you. And this is true. This has happened to all of us in our lifetime, in our daytime, whatever. Before I get up and take the dog out and give her breakfast, I need to report to you guys that I have to do this. This is important to me. So let's get busy and let's talk about several reasons your neighbor has reported you and why they do it. Not just about who they do it to, why they do it. So, several reasons your neighbors are going to report you once in your lifetime, and this has probably happened to all of us. You're loud and you're rowdy. You're having fun, you're walking street, you're talking a bit, but you're a bit too loud. And then suddenly someone goes in their house and they call the cops. Has that ever happened to you before? Probably it has, several times. I don't want to talk about it. So we're not talking about me, we're talking about the world. Maybe you're talking too loud and the neighbors can hear you. Try talking in a low voice. Or if you can't, maybe talk face to face with the neighbor and ask them how I can resolve the problem. Try getting along with your neighbor. I know it's hard and they live among you, but they can't tell you what to do. But you can tell them, look, I heard you shouting and it's upsetting me. Just tell people how you feel. It doesn't hurt to try. Another reason your neighbor has complained about you is your language. You're using obscenities. That will definitely attract police and it will cause trouble. Please don't do that, folks. Whatever. Another reason your neighbor will call the police is because your dog is barking too much, you're too loud, loud fights, or they can hear screaming. It's another reason your neighbors will call police. And there's other reasons that I can't get into because we're on a public website. And keep in mind, this is community friendly, right? To keep to community guidelines. Just like in any community, there's guidelines. Oh yes, even cameras have them. Profanity won't be tolerated by anyone, even neighbors. Another reason people call the police on their neighbors is loud partying going on after 11 p.m. at 1 a.m. That's very inconsiderate, your neighbor, and it's not nice, and your neighbor doesn't have to hear loud partying. And also, it can attract the police. I recommend if you have a party, end it before 11 p.m. because you're going to get the cops onto you, and that's not good. Another reason people call the cops is because you're probably harassing someone or you're shouting at kids. That's really bad. If you don't want the cops, don't do that. Another reason people call police is your behavior. You have to change who you are, not the other way around. Another reason people call police is you're not taking care of yourself. Your mental health has gone down the drain. You're screaming at people. You can't do that in a community. Remember, we have to be considerate. Be polite. In this world, if we're not polite, we don't get anywhere. Another reason neighbors call police is because someone made threats or threatened to harm or violent outburst or acting aggressive. That could be another reason. keep in mind that if you feel that way, go inside and stay inside until you feel better. That would actually help reduce the crime in the neighborhood. Another reason people call police is because their children are playing Nicky Niner on people, vandalism, and unruly behavior. And it's usually the parents who get in trouble because they're not controlling their children. Please control your children out in public. It's nice to have children out in public, but not when they misbehave. Another thing is unruly dogs. Barking dogs will cause your neighbor to fall out with you. And it will cause ice cold relationship with you and your neighbor if your dog is barking and causing people to shush it. Keep your dog quiet if it's outside. If your dog can't be quiet, take it inside. Another reason people call police is because you're going down the street at 12 in the morning and honking your horn. That's really inconsiderate and it's not appropriate. You can go down the street anytime in a car, but not honk your horn at people. People find that inconsiderate. It's rude to wake someone up that way. People could be sleeping. You have to respect people. That's all I have to say. Part 2 will be in another time.